What's happening, fight fans? Welcome back to the MMA Mindset Wolkernite Fight Championship 9 on the 20th July. Hell of a card that we've got together for you, and we've got that tournament coming as well, so it's going to be incredible. Make sure you get your tickets, links in the description, or go through the fighters to get your tickets through them. If you can't attend on the night, live MMA.co.uk for the pay-per-view. Like I said, one hell of a card, you're not going to miss it. It's going to link directly into WFC 10 as well. So, yep, without further ado, I'm joined by the first person that was actually announced for the fighting on the card, James Docherty. How you doing, mate?
Good mate, yeah, I'm alright. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad at all, thank you, pal. Obviously a tough fight against Marion Bonshu that you've got lined up for yourself. You're no stranger to really obviously having tough fights against tough people.
Yeah.
When the matchup was kind of presented to you, how were you feeling about the particular fight?
Aye, good mate. I've seen some of his fights. He looks good. He looks kind of short, stocky, quite powerful. I suppose generally I like to fight kind of taller opponents. I like that kind of fits my striking style a bit better. But no, it's been good to sort of most of the guys I've fought have been taller as well, except for my last one. So yeah, it'll be good to kind of face a different sort of style, a different kind of body type.
Yeah, he's got quite a highlight reel knockout on
Yeah,
the show a couple of times.
yeah,
Yeah, a couple of shows ago. It was a big right hand
yeah.
that landed flush and knocked the person stone. Is that
Yeah.
something obviously you're gonna have to keep an eye out for in the fight?
Aye, 100%. He's short, stocky, got sort of powerful build. So obviously, I mean, you need to kind of watch out for that. I seen the knockout. It was a good one. It was a fucking really good one actually. The boy's chin was in the air and his hand where his balls. You know what I mean? But no, he looks good. He looks very physically strong and sort of he definitely got power. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's from a gym quite close by the venue as well. Not too far away from the venue, so it's sort of kind of coming down into enemy territory as such. Does that bother you at all? Does that even really play on your mind?
No, I generally prefer it. I kind of prefer. I've been like, yeah, I prefer kind of going out of town and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and like I say, it's a long journey down for yourself in terms of
I like
sort
that.
of like how does that kind of affect you, like the long journey and stuff? Does it make you even more motivated just to make the whole experience kind of worth it?
I suppose you're always thinking during the fight, I'm like, want to give my best effort, that sort of thing, because you don't want to waste the journey. You know what I mean? But it's, at the end of the day, you're going to be fighting somebody, so it's the kind of same thing whether it's Scotland, England, or wherever it is. But no, it's good. Yeah, being the sort of like the sort of like out of town fighter, I do quite enjoy that.
Yeah, just talking about Grip House a little bit, a gym that's really close to my heart. Like, one of your biggest name fighters there, Reese McEwen. He's
Yeah,
a good friend of mine. I've known him for years, and I've got a lot of time for him. But then also you've got people like Fraser Patterson, who's probably one of, if not the, in my opinion, best amateur in the UK. What's it
yeah,
sort of like having these guys around you for training partners?
yeah. It's good. It's good to train with Reese. I train with Reese quite a decent amount. Um, Fraser's obviously good. I don't really train with him. He's quite big in that, but no, I like training with Reese, and Reese is brilliant. Get loads of different guys. Get Reese, Ellis. We've got a guy called Murdo Todd. He sort of tries his best, but he doesn't really do much really. Then you've got like my pal Cammy. So you've got loads of good guys up there, and then you've got all the good guys, and you've got Murdo. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and sort of from fight night, what sort of fight are you kind of expecting from Marion? Because I've seen a lot of his fights and a lot of footage on him, but what sort of fight are you expecting to face?
I'm expecting him to be quite aggressive. Do you know what I mean? Like, I expect him to kind of come out swinging because he's obviously got the power, that sort of stuff. He's quite an aggressive fighter. He's got two kind of pretty impressive knockouts, one very impressive knockout. So I'm expecting him to be quite aggressive and kind of push the sort of striking pace. I know he actually fought not long ago, and I know he's fighting quite soon. So yeah, generally speaking, of course, like most kind of amateurs, I'm sort of focusing on myself. Um, yeah, but I think he'll be quite aggressive. But I'm more kind of looking to implement my own sort of game plan.
Yeah,
So,
who did I speak to? Stephen Clancy Simmons. I spoke to the other day, and we were talking about at the amateur level, it's just best because you don't even like so opponents get chopped and changed so
yeah,
much. You don't know if you don't
all
know
the
if
time.
yeah, you don't know if you're going to be fighting that guy, so don't focus
Yeah,
too much
yeah,
on him. But like you said about Marion, he's been quite active recently. Obviously, it's been quite a while since you've stepped in the cage. Do you
yeah.
think that's going to be a factor at all, or have you been keeping sharp in the gym?
Eh, it's been a while, isn't it? But no, I don't think so. I'm just looking forward to getting back out there. Do you know what I mean, I came off quite a few, good wins. One of the guys I beat fought in Cage Warriors. So basically, the first guy I beat on my run, he's been out to Thailand. He's won a bunch of fights in Thailand, got a bunch of knockouts. Second guy I beat went to fight in Cage Warriors. Third guy I beat, he's fought several times at amateur. I think he's won all his fights and finished all his fights. So I've beat some pretty decent level opponents. You know what I mean? I've not really fought really many cans. Every guy I've fought, except for one, has done pretty good stuff. The guy that beat me, Rizwan, he's went on to have a quite an impressive run as well. And so is that other boy I fought, Kyle. So and then that Joe Doyle guy, he's had quite an impressive run as well.
Yeah.
So all the guys I've fought have been pretty top level
Yeah,
for
well,
that.
well, one thing I noted when I was looking and kind of researching into you was that all of your wins have aged pretty well as well in terms of
Yeah, yeah,
what they've been able to do. And then Riz, who he fought for the title on Volkanite a few
yeah,
events ago as well, so we
yeah.
know how good he is. So and that was like the first fight of your career as well, and to kind of
Yeah,
go in
yeah.
like that against someone like that is pretty impressive. Obviously, in terms of, I've asked how you think the fight's going to go. What are you sort of looking to do in this fight? What are you sort of looking to implement and kind of put across to your opponent?
I've got quite a well-rounded game. I like my wrestling. I've got decent wrestling. I like to sort of grapple generally, but I'm looking forward to kind of show my striking a wee bit more because I've got decent striking. Yeah, it's not. I don't really go in like I want to do this, I want to do this because it never really goes that way. I've sort of got like a general sort of frame game plan, boxing stuff, wrestling stuff, and just kind of mix it all together. Really,
Yeah,
it's going to depend on what he's going to do as well. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Like you said, you can plan all you want, but in the moment, like shit can go west. So exactly. Obviously you're on this three-fight win streak. You've kind of got that momentum behind you. I know it's been a while since you fought. Does that make you even more determined because you've got that momentum behind you to kind of pick up where you've left off and make sure that you put on a really good performance once again?
Yeah, I'm buzzing to get back in the cage and just I want to kind of get my momentum back, get fighting again, and just get some good fights on the go for the sort of end of this year,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, well, this was a fight that when I was looking at it and I was speaking to a couple of people from Volkanite, I said I feel like this could have title implications in the future, just because of obviously you being on this streak and the people you fought, and then Marion's had quite a good time on Volkanite when he's been on there. Is that something that you're even thinking about yet, or are you just kind of looking at this fight as a single entity?
I mean, I'd definitely like to fight for a title. Do you know what I mean? It'd be good to fight for a title. I'll probably have this one, then maybe another, and then we'll see about a title. We'll see. I don't want to like right up. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'd get this one out of the way. Been out for a while. Got a fucking really good opponent. Just get this one, and then we'll see what's happening.
Yeah. How many fights are you kind of looking to have? Because I know this is going to be July, and then you've got like 5 months. How many fights are you looking to have before the end of the year?
At least one more. Hopefully two more fights. 3 fights for the year. That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good. That's kind of what I'm after.
Yeah. And lastly, just before I let you go, I like to kind of ask this question because everyone's gives me different answers. What do like the next sort of 4 weeks look like for you in terms of your training and then obviously maybe getting the weight down and kind of putting in those hard rounds?
So I've kind of finished the sort of like the sort of start bit of my camp. That's all done. Probably picking up, doing a little bit more sessions, so just a little bit more hours now. Yeah, probably just amping it up for the next sort of 3 weeks. Then so it's 5 weeks on Saturday. So I'll do hard 3 weeks, then taper down for the next sort of 2 weeks, and then yeah, that'll be sort of what I'm doing. And I've got a kind of diet plan sorted, so I'm just gonna follow on that.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited for this fight. It was like I said, it was the first fight that was announced, and yeah, it kind of set the tone for the rest of the fights that we've got coming the way of all the people coming on the night and tuning in. So I really appreciate you coming on today, James, and making the trip down because I know it's a long way for you.
No worries at all, mate. Thank you very much for the interview.
Yeah, not a problem. Like I said, make sure that you do check out this fight. I think it's probably going to be on the main card. I don't want to talk too prematurely, but it's that sort of a caliber fight. So yeah, make sure you do check out this fight. It's going to be unbelievable. Make sure you come to the card if you can't, livemma.co.uk for the pay-per-view. But once again, James, all the best, and I'll see you in July.
Nice one, mate. Thank you very much.
Magic. Thank you very much, pal. Cheers.